Imagination and fantasy.
Yeah.
There's so much imagination, there's so much fantasy and flair. Imagination and flair. Lack a bit of imagination, fantasy. Imagination and fantasy.
Yeah.
There's so much imagination, there's so much fantasy and flair. Imagination and flair. Lack a bit of imagination and fantasy.
Good evening, the worldwide internet, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube,
Google Podcast.
Google Podcast. We're there as well. Welcome to another special edition of the Sokkah Podcast.
We're titling this episode.
A line has been crossed.
That's right.
Yeah, to make fun of the Melbourne Victory fans.
Yeah, I mean, any excuse to make fun of them, I think.
Yep. And I'm loving this moment in time right now on the timeline.
I was watching Melbourne City beating Melbourne Victory 6-0.
Yep. Great viewing.
Great television.
It's like, was it 1-0 at half time?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Or 2-0, yeah.
It wasn't a 6-0 or
it
wasn't coming.
You know, Glory's never lost 6-0.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah, I think we've just lost every Victory supporter already. 25 seconds into this set.
I think Lee Broxman Fax has cancelled his Patreon.
Yeah. He's going to ask for a refund. But no, it's a strange time at Melbourne Victory now. Obviously, historically, one of the two biggest clubs in Australia, you'd say.
Yeah.
But yeah, now they just shut the bed completely.
Just langling down the bottom. I mean, something had to give in terms of... Something had to give. Lots of success.
Yeah.
Hard to keep that up.
But Trent, is it what comes around goes around? Is this the circle of life?
I mean...
It's the Lion King.
You got a point.
It's the Lion King.
When we were doing the season predictions, we were thinking like, there's a lot of good teams. Like, someone's, the teams that always do well can't always do well again.
Yep, that's it.
And, something had to give there. So, Sydney, probably a little bit back on track now, but still having struggled to start the season.
I reckon Victory will go undefeated next year, though.
I don't know. I think that's the circle of life. That's too quick of a...
the universe won't allow that. But Trent, it's been a busy weekend for you. We were talking before.
It has, Joe.
Your brother got married.
My brother got married. I was the best man.
Yeah, was it in a church or?
It wasn't a church.
On top of a hill?
It wasn't. So it was in South Perth. It was on top of a hill, and you could see the city. So
the church was on top of a hill?
It was.
Ah, very good. What church was it?
St. Columbus.
Ah, big ups St. Columbus.
Massive ups.
If he's listening.
His followers might be.
Can we have an official saint of the podcast?
Oh, that's a great idea.
We need an official saint.
St. Columbus is the placeholder for now.
Yeah, all right.
We need to look into what these saints have done to get to someone who can...
Is there a saint of football?
Andrea Pirlo.
Maybe. But how was the wedding?
It was good. The whole weekend was like a blur.
That's good.
Not all because I was pissed.
Yeah.
So that's some of it.
It's not like you to get wasted and not remember things.
No. But it was just it was just an emotional roller coaster.
Emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Wow. Just like the Victory fans in the last year or so.
That's right.
Yeah.
And there wasn't any like bad emotions. It was just a very emotional.
There was a lot of emotions.
A lot of emotions.
Yeah. So it was just a roller coaster, but it kept on going
it
up.
was just kept going up.
There was no dips, no ups.
No, it was just straight up.
A steady incline.
Yeah.
How many 30 degrees?
Oh, with
how steep are we talking on a 0 to 90 degree angle?
So 9 is up here. Yep. So
yeah, that is 90 degrees.
Yeah. I reckon so 45. Yep. 40.
40. Oh, that's a steady decline or incline.
Steady incline. Yeah. So it started off Friday night. We had the groomsmen had a room. Quiet one.
Okay.
Quiet one. But
we can talk off camera if it wasn't.
We can.
Quiet.
A few groomsmen under the weather in the morning. So Zach got up, my brother, the groom, at 7 o'clock on Saturday morning, day of his wedding, went for a run. I said, good on him.
That's a huge move.
It is huge.
That's a power move.
It really is. We went to breakfast.
Were you scared he was running away?
No, I wasn't. He doesn't go on many runs. Oh no, he's been running actually quite a lot recently, so it wasn't much of a surprise.
Probably so he can fit into his suit.
Yeah, it's true. And then breakfast Saturday morning, then getting ready. And getting ready is a big process. The photographer's there in the room.
But it takes 2 seconds to get dressed, I feel.
It does.
Even,
it does.
Even wearing a suit, a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of us in the same rooms, alternating shower, scheduling of showers, scheduling of shaving. So photographers, between the photographer and the videographer,
10 grand.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah.
Just under, I think.
Or you need just like some guy off like the side of the street with an iPhone or like a semi-decent phone camera. And like all they do is they just like make the photos like in black and white.
Yep.
And put their little icon on the bottom left of the photo.
And then ask you to pay to get the icon removed.
Yeah, for 10 grand.
Well, see, I thought this, but the thing was...
I know, we do have a fan of the show up in Melbourne, the Melbourne City photographer, Alex.
That's right.
Is it Alex? Or
Alex,
Jason?
the photographer?
Yeah, the Melbourne City one.
Yeah.
Like he can give us a more of a spiel about that, but I'm sure there's more to it than how we describe photography.
The next wedding, we'll get him.
The next one we'll get him.
Yeah.
So like the next one of anyone we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we can
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So-
we can fly him over.
We'll fly him over. My point on this was, I couldn't... they paid the money. It wasn't my decision, but I couldn't deal with my parents complaining that there was a lack of photos after the wedding for the rest of my life, or the rest of Zach's life. So I reckon money well spent.
So there was enough photos or not enough photos?
No, this guy took so many photos.
Or like I reckon like you want like a good ratio between like what you've paid and how many photos you get.
Yeah.
So if you get like 10,000 photos and you
Yeah.
paid $10,000,
Yeah.
I reckon that's a fair enough trade.
It's true. He just got like... I feel like the photos in the afternoon took so long. And they were so great. Like, they're going to be great.
Because they want all the angles, Trent.
He got all the angles. He definitely got all the angles. There's a big thing as well. Very big thing. You can't have your phone or wallet in your pocket.
Yeah, because it looks like you have a huge cock.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, because like, there's some of the boys, I'm not sure if you know it, there's a school photo and
I do know.
I think our listeners have gone deaf there. So, sorry to our audio listeners
I do know of this photo.
who went deaf there.
Yeah, that's okay.
No, there's a photo in one of our school photos. It's one of our soccer team photo.
Yep.
And one of the coaches is wearing, I think he's got his wallet and his phone in one side of his pocket.
Yeah, and like they've angled perfectly, just down.
Yeah, where his shaft would be. But no, yeah. Like he could have a huge
He could.
schlong.
Maybe the phone and wallet weren't in the photo. It was cool.
Who knows?
It was a talking point at the time.
Yeah, that's why I put it in the inside of the jacket pocket.
Okay. Yeah. So I was in charge of the rings.
Oh, big.
Apparently, yeah. Well, I mean,
It's a big job.
It was a big job. Didn't lose them.
Yep.
They were delivered to the altar, unscathed. I
So-
got up a bit early though, so like,
So were you the like flower boy?
no, there was a flower boy. I wasn't the flower boy.
So why were you looking after the rings then?
I don't know. I think that was just my job. That was
They're
just
like,
my
oh,
job.
Trent, there's something for you to do.
So there was no ring bearer. I was the ring bearer, but I didn't walk down the aisle with the rings.
Yeah, I like in How I Met Your Mother and Barney thought it was like a ring bear. He gets a bear to do it.
Well, I think Dad wanted donkeys. Like
That would have been
in the
nice.
I don't know if the donkey could be a ring bearer.
Are there donkeys in Perth?
There is.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess the farmers need to do something.
Yes, that's true.
Mm.
So we did a rehearsal on Thursday, like for the time and the rehearsal. I could forget everything in the rehearsal. Everyone forget everything. But like the time when I was supposed to get up to deliver the rings, I was a bit early on the day, so I was just standing there, like just
Looking like an idiot.
some would say,
And your brother's there. That's the biggest day of his life. And he's
he
like,
couldn't see me because I was like behind him.
but if he's watching back on video or he's going through the 10,000 photos, he'll be like, Trent, what the fuck are you doing there, mate?
I
had one job. You had one job.
I had one job. I got it right though. It was
But you went too early.
Too early. Yeah.
So everyone like there would have been like, what the fuck is Trent doing? But I think I've sworn a lot so far in this podcast.
You've sworn.
Yeah.
That's
I
okay.
did then. I'm sorry.
Do apologise.
We're not going to blur it out because
No.
that's too much effort.
No, definitely.
If you're watching YouTube, a new backdrop. We didn't go behind the bricks in my garage. We went behind my car. You will notice that we've put an envelope over my license plate.
Over 80% of the license plate.
Yep. Just so you can't steal my identity. Or you can't dox me.
No, yeah, it's true.
Because I reckon we've been pretty close to doxing ourselves in the past. I reckon.
100%.
Like yeah.
I've spilled like multiple very important pieces of information.
I reckon people would have like a good 1K radius of where you could live.
That is true.
Trent, big news for me. I have a new favourite beer.
Tell me.
James Squire ginger beer.
Ooh,
Better than Matzo's, hands down.
interesting.
100%.
I've been a big fan of Matzo's ginger beer.
Don't get me wrong. Matzo's ginger beer, great beer.
Mm-hmm.
James Squire edges it. Especially with some lime and ice in it.
Yeah,
Life-changing.
lime and ice. Where'd you have this at?
I've discovered it a while ago in Subiaco.
Okay.
Since then, I've got it at a few other bars.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting more popular now. It's getting some traction.
Okay.
And can confirm the best beer.
That's really good, Joe.
Period.
I'm going to have to try it.
Like you need ice and lime though. You can't get it without ice and lime because you're not enjoying it to its
Full potential.
It's full potential. So.
Ice and lime has always been a preference of mine with matzos. So.
I don't think I've ever had a matzos with ice and lime though.
Oh, really?
Nah, because you always have it in a bottle. I feel like I've never got a pint of matzos.
I have got a pint of matzos before.
Yeah, right.
I don't know where though.
I've never seen it. Yeah,
I'm thinking where. Maybe I'm thinking of other ginger beers that I've got with ice and limes.
But what else is happening in the world of life?
That's been the life. Work's been very busy. On my work uni schedule.
How's a Nat Five going?
Nat Five's looking good. Had he had the photo shoot recently.
Oh yeah, he would have been looking like a proper twat, I reckon.
Yeah, he did. Nah.
Are we cutting that out for you?
Nah, it's alright.
All right. Yeah.
It's just the typical
Yeah,
he's
like strong man.
Yeah, but he's a very strong man.
Yeah,
so.
was it in the newspaper the next day?
Yeah, like the AFL socials because it was the derby. They played a derby preseason game, which I went to actually.
Oh, okay.
I went to the AFL last Sunday.
Do you know like what was happening?
I did.
Is that your first like footy game?
No, I've been to a few before.
Yeah, I can't wait for my footy.
It was. You know what? I was watching the game. I was like, maybe I know where Joe's coming from.
Because it's just like a good sport where you can just like not pay attention to anything.
Yeah.
And big men just hurt each other.
That's right. The chips at Optus Stadium, pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, I've seen on Instagram and big ups to Mikey and I think some of the other guys. The chicken and chips at Amy Park are apparently very good.
Chicken and chips. They do fried chicken and chips. At Amy
Fried
Park.
chicken and chips at Amy Park. So I'm hearing good word about that.
Next time we're at Amy.
Next time, maybe soon.
Can we go to an away game?
Yeah, the borders are open now.
Okay.
But no, I think my preference for this year is going to the Melbourne Formula One, or A-League finals, depending on how Glory go.
Yeah.
Or how Western United go. If Western United make a grand final, I'd go.
See, the thing is, I really like MacArthur, but I don't know if I could support them.
Well,
Support them at a game. I just don't know.
No, you need to wear like noise cancelling headphones with all the bloody bells and everything.
I feel like I could support Western United if I went to a game though.
Oh, I could. When they play here, I'll support Western United. I'll legit wear my Western United kit when they play in Perth.
I want to see that.
I'll be the only person in the away bay, and I'll be flipping off all this shed because I don't care.
I like that, Joe. I like that. So I went to the AFL. It was there was a few injuries for Freo though.
Oh,
so work was glum.
Yeah, it was like the whole news tonight, pretty much.
Oh, was it? We had a lot of injuries. They had like a potential. It wasn't an ACL. It was like a knee. Some
MCL.
There was a ankle. And there's 2 hammies.
So you might get a call up soon.
Potentially.
I reckon you could. Like you'd be a good like. I'm not sure if you probably wouldn't.
I don't think I would be good at any. See, I play soccer. The only reason I'm good at I can't physical battle. I lose.
Yeah, because you can probably read the game well. You probably have a smart soccer IQ.
That's right. I just avoid every physical confrontation.
Come to footy. You need to be physical. You need to be either agile. You are neither. So, yeah, you can just be like, I don't know, these
crafty half forward, maybe.
Yeah, but you're not agile enough. That's the thing. Like, you need to be like Nisbet, like for Central Coast. He'd be a good forward pocket.
He would.
Because he's just small, like he can duck and weave.
For sure.
I don't know.
Can't duck and weave.
No, not for sure. You're bad for your knees.
Very.
Should we jump into the games?
All right, Joe.
There were, since we last recorded,
there were many.
Now,
I just want to quickly talk about the game that just happened by the time we're recording. This is the Western Sydney Wanderers Wellington game.
This is breaking news.
Breaking news. I just saw this on my screen. 4-3, Western Sydney won. Puts them second on the ladder at the time of recording. Now, my mate off the bench, Hemed, the Israeli striker.
Yep, that's one way to describe it.
I was thinking of another adjective, but he's just a striker.
Or the forward.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think of him more of a striker anyway. Long ball, I don't know who it was. It might have been Rufer.
Yeah, I haven't seen this game, so I need to describe it well. For the audio listeners plus me.
Yeah, so at a time, so that Wellington have about 4 forwards on like the back 4, edge of the 18-yard box. Rufer's on the halfway line, lobs it to the forwards, just long ball.
To the strikers.
Great ball. Hamed excellently wins the header. It was actually a great long ball to actually get to Hamed. Wins the header, flick down, maybe Sotirio, back to Hamed, outside of his foot, top corner. 4-4. Absolute scenes. He's got the Israeli scarf.
Oh.
It's just scenes. I love it. And then ruled off offside.
See, Trent, we were talking off camera before, and I said, I've got a good idea for a rule.
Tell me.
You can't use VAR in the last 15 minutes. So from 75 minutes on, there's no VAR. You can't use it.
Yeah.
It's just whatever happens, happens. You can't go back and rewind something and waste 5 minutes' time.
When they're like, what happens to cut off that
75 minutes.
I don't think this fixes the problem.
I think it does.
This creates more drama. Because what happens if something happens like really controversial on the 74th minute and it determines the game? It's just...
Yeah, well, what happens on the 74th minute? That's within the time frame you can use VAR.
Oh, no, 76th.
Oh, 76. Well, the rules stipulate no VAR. That's my idea because, you know, my stance, I think it's the worst thing in the world.
It's pretty bad.
Like, I think it's like the Taliban, ISIS, VAR. Like, that's like the realm we're in.
So we need to rage a war against the VAR. Is that what you're saying?
I tweeted on my personal account that like I should get back into refereeing so I can destroy VAR from the inside.
From the inside. This was funny. Side note, but we'll get back to it. My next door neighbour's an Eagles fan, diehard.
Yeah, okay. I'm not seeing the crossover from VAR to West Coast Eagles.
No, don't tell me. And he's like, I heard you're working with the Dockers, and he was very disappointed.
Oh.
He said, but maybe, Trent, there's hope. Maybe you're doing me an inside job.
Maybe.
Destroying them from the inside. I said, no, I'm not. That was my side.
Yeah.
But I don't like this idea.
I think I like it. I think it would get a lot of support. Because VAR's just so disheartening. It ruins... It's like...
This Hamed call, like... The thickness of the lines were too thick to determine whether he was offside or not.
But you know what VAR is? It's like the bad aftertaste of, I don't know, anything, like a food or a drink. Like, when you first see, you're like, oh yeah, this could work. Then, like, you let it sink for a bit, it's going down your throat, then you get a sick, foul taste in your mouth. And it ruins it. That's what VAR is.
I agree.
Good in theory. Practical, it's...
Terrible in practice.
I hate it.
Like... to me,
I want to cry, Trent, when I see it.
But the fact is,
like a little boy,
they missed the daggers incident at Nib Stadium versus.
So that was for our people who don't recall. That was when
versus Perth at HBF, not Nib.
That was Brisbane Roar, wasn't it? That was a Brisbane Roar game. It was Jamie Young who nipped him.
That's right, we won the game. That's right. But then, like the Mariners game at home, where the free kick the Mariners scored off, that was not a foul.
Yeah, and then there was the
never reviewed it.
The Tonic handball as well.
Yep, which definitely could have been given a penalty.
Which that's a penalty 2 weeks ago.
As a Glory fan, I'm really sour because there has been incidents that have gone against us blatantly, and then instances that have gone against us again. So but given for the other team, VAR.
It's a conspiracy, Trent. I've been tweeting about it all year. They don't want us to win.
I agree. They don't want us to. Anything they can do to stop us from winning.
Yep, that's it. But no, big ups to Western Sydney.
So big ups in this game. Wellington...
They don't deserve to be second, though. I feel like they're like a sixth.
Yeah,
at top. The table's like that skewed at the moment.
The table is quite skewed. Games played is a little bit all over the place. Now, the goals in this game, Duke's goal...
I heard they were all bangers.
Duke scored long ball from halfway, chested down, bangs at top corner.
Yeah. What did I say weeks ago? I said Duke will change Western Sydney.
Potentially, Joe, he has.
For the better.
Duke's goal was insane, and then...
was it Devlin?
Devlin's goal. So they reckon this goal, Duke's, I reckon, was potentially better because he took it down. But Devlin's was 35 yards out.
I need to watch this.
I need to watch these goals, Joe. De Villa scored a nice goal. The Mexicans were there in full force. Yep. Wilmering scored a good goal. I
like Wilmering. He's got some technique about him. He can cross a ball.
He scored a good goal on his left leg. But they're all just bangers, and I really enjoyed that. Now, on a side note for Wellington... Ben Wayne, then it sort of popped onto the scene. He's actually
Wellington's keeper. He looks like someone you'd see outside of like a train station.
Say Oliver Sale.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a goalkeeper or like an athlete.
When we interviewed Walter Scott, he was using Oliver Sale's Zoom account.
Yeah.
He's made it now. And then Lewis I think it's Cameron Lewis or Clayton Lewis. He's 24 years old and he's playing for the New Zealand national team and he's doing pretty well for Wellington.
Congratulations to Wales. What's his name?
Lewis. I don't know if he's recently playing for the national team, but he has. But he's sort of jumped onto the scene as well recently and doing well. Western Sydney. Yeah, they actually Nasser, the guy with the afro, he's new.
Oh, congrats!
He just popped into the team.
Oh, he's the young fella.
Yeah, the afro. Not bad. But yeah, Western Sydney 6th, not 2nd.
Yeah.
To be fair, they've been getting better, and now they're actually looking.
I feel like they've put a string of results together. I feel like, and all the best to them. Congratulations to they won last week when the coach was sick as well.
That's right, Carl Robinson. What was he sick with?
Chlamydia? No, I don't know. No, he just woke up. I remember, and they got the other fella. Yeah.
Oh, your bowler scored a goal. Amazing game. Okay, so we're going to move back.
Back in time.
Back in time. Western United, Brisbane Roar, 1-0, Joe.
Yeah, Diamante, the best assist ever.
He just continues to give.
No, because even whoever was commentating the game, he said, he didn't mean it to the guy.
Nah.
So he didn't mean it for Piraeus at the back post. Mate, Diamante knew Piraeus was there.
Diamante knows all.
He's the weight on the passes is just sick.
Mwah.
It's the best.
He's really hitting strides now.
He just knows how to, like, the way he caresses the ball and to cross it is just... And he gets it every single time.
Every time, Joe.
And even Piraeus, like, he had the legs to get in that position to head the ball in. Beautiful.
For sure.
But the VAR in this, it should have been 2-0 to Western United.
What happened in this game, Joe?
Did you see the last 5 minutes?
I think remind me.
So Brisbane have a corner. Jamie Young goes up for the corner. Western United win at the corner and they go to counter attack.
Yeah.
No one's in goal.
Yeah.
Now, who was it? I think it was Lustica. The ball's bouncing. Ball gets kicked into him from like 30 centimetres away into his arm. He can do nothing about it.
Yeah.
He's running.
I did see this.
Then it bounces back into his path of running. He passes it to Connor Payne. Payne scores.
Yeah.
I love goals like that. Counter attack, end to end. VAR's
intervened.
Yeah, handball. Because how can you even handball when you get it kicked
That's
into
right.
you
It's
from
kick into you.
20
How
centimeters
can you
away?
react?
Yeah, he's in a sprinting motion, which isn't that a natural position to be sprinting in.
You'll find this in my PhD when I release in 3 years.
Yeah, it's just insane. It's like
It's like how you're supposed to sprint like a penguin.
yeah, I reckon the new football shirts should just be like those jackets where you just it just wraps around you and you can't move your arms.
Yep.
I reckon that's how football needs to be played now. Because it's sickening. It's disgusting.
It really is,
It
Joe.
ruined. That was a great goal.
Yeah, it was.
End to end, 20 seconds. People running after him, but no. But it didn't even change the outcome of the game.
No.
Because of the last 10 seconds of the game.
I know.
And it's just, you're wasting my time. You're wasting Paul Connor Payne's time. Yep. He probably has a goal bonus in his contract.
Oh, he 100% would.
He doesn't have that goal now. I'd go to the CEO and be like, listen, I pretty much scored a goal. Can I still get my bonus for this week?
VAR. So that's like a VAR clause in the goal bonus.
Yeah, legit. If I was a striker now, I want a clause in my contract saying if my goal gets rubbed out for VAR, I still want my bonus paid. Because it's a joke.
I think there's definitely a claim there. Definitely a claim. Now, Ryan Scott, the goalkeeper, for Western United, pulled off a few banging saves.
Him. He's done very well.
I think it was a Danzaki shot, I remember, and a few Wenzel Holmes efforts that he was really, really impressive.
Danzaki made a saucy shot.
Yeah.
Saved by a saucy save.
Yeah, Danzaki ran through everyone, and then Scott's gone top corner, tipped it over. Who was their goalkeeper before Western United, I'm thinking now?
Philip Curto.
That's right. He's been...
I think he was concussed for one game, and he hasn't been able to get his spot back.
That's right. And I like that.
Which, it happens, if your player's playing well.
Really ready back in the lineup.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the... so that was the West United Brisbane game. Now, Joe.
Before we get into this next game, Trent, we are approaching on a half-time.
We are half-time of the podcast.
And half-time is especially brought to you by our sponsors.
Streamgate Live Streaming Australia and Arrow Sport.
Yeah, we will now insert a clip here so you can hear all about them. But we do, yes, they are the best.
You can drink some Gatorade at halftime during the Sokkah Podcast.
Yeah, and some oranges.
Yeah, maybe an espresso. This episode of the Sokkah Podcast is sponsored by our official sponsor, Streamgate Live Streaming Australia. They've been live streaming since 2008, specialising in custom-built stream pages, pay-per-view and multi-language streaming. They can cater to large online conferences with multiple simultaneous streams and destinations, including all social media channels, servicing clients Australia-wide. Go to streamgate.com.au or find them on Instagram.
And this podcast is also especially sponsored by arrowsport.com.au. If you want to grab yourself special custom-made soccer jerseys, polos, whichever team where you want, visit arrowsport.com.au. Basically, prices are $55 for a jersey, fully customised with name, number, or $70 for customised jersey, shorts, and shipping isn't included. That's arrowsport.com.au. Thank you, Arrowsport and Streamgate Live Streaming Australia, for your kind words, or our kind words about you.
Yes.
But thanks for being kind to us.
Thanks for your kind words. We said it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll fix that. Don't worry. This will go in.
Okay. This is going. That was good.
Yeah, thank you.
We tried that. That was the third time. Lucky.
Yeah.
Now, Joe, we move on to Glory and Central Coast.
Yeah.
Now,
Or Central Coast and Glory.
yes, because Central Coast are home.
Yeah.
I was watching this at the Ritz-Carlton.
I was watching this at Goya, one of the restaurants on in that East Perth Inlet where we recorded. There's an Italian restaurant there.
Okay. Any good?
Was it? Oh, I had a beetroot gnocchi.
Oof.
So instead of potato, it was like beetroot.
All beetroot.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Was it purple gnocchis?
Yeah, the gnocchis were purple.
Interesting.
Which was, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Because, there was like pear and walnuts in it. Oof. The sauce was beautiful. Yeah, like Goya. Or what? Yeah, I don't know what it was called, but yeah, in East Perth. Yeah. Good job on that gnocchi.
So, my high-level takeaways of the Mariners are...
It was raining.
Yep.
Or the game, it was raining.
Yes.
There was puddles.
Yes.
Kurt Ams was there.
Yes, that is the match description,
Yep.
if you will. But no, I think from Glory facing Mariners like 2 weeks ago, Glory facing them now, the Mariners are a hoax.
I think they have they're like Leicester. They just have this siege mentality where everyone's on the same wavelength.
But they have luck on their side, and it's gonna carry them through.
I think they might go all the way.
I think they will.
Because every week, like, they're versing like Brisbane or Perth or who play good football in their own right.
Yeah.
And Central Coast, they just always get a result.
A lot of shithousery in Mariners recently because obviously when they played away against Glory, we described that was just clear bullshit how they won. They didn't deserve a point. Glory really, really played very, very well in possession. Like we are, and I was saying this to Dad,
to Tony,
yeah,
Tony, the big man.
I'm actually don't mind. Like we haven't been average results recently. But we've actually been like playing very good possession football. Yeah, for a change, I like it.
Yep. So I didn't watch the game, but I did look at the expected goal stat because I'm a slut for XG.
You really are, Joe.
Glory's XG was like 0.5. Okay. Central Coast was like 2. So yeah, but like, how many shots did Glory have? Like 3.
We had 8. Mariners had 15.
Yeah,
but we had 55% possession. They had 45, and that's was nothing. The story of the game for me.
That's 55% possession is nothing.
I feel like we dominated the game. To be fair, like Bozanic hit the post. Probably should have scored in that instance. The Reddy back in the lineup went through his legs. So okay, let me talk about the Glory. Wilson's been playing well recently, even though we've been losing. He's been playing well.
Do you like his beard?
It's average.
I'm not sure if I like his beard. Like his face looks like he just has a very young face, and the beard just he's like he's caught between like, am I 30 or am I 20? And I feel like he needs to go for that more 20 look.
Fair enough. Bodnar, first appearance of the year. We saw him in the Champions League. He has been injured.
Yep.
He was excellent.
He did give away a penalty.
That was bullshit.
All right. You sound like a very angry Perth fan on this podcast.
I am. I think.
See, I'm just trying to be the voice of neutrality at the moment.
I'm liking this conversation, Joe.
Because otherwise we may as well call ourselves the Far Post Perth or whichever Glory podcast there is.
Or the Western Corner flag.
Yeah, or but yeah.
No, keep me in line, but I want to say my
I will.
Piece.
I'm just here for the vibes, Trent.
Good. Kilkenny was excellent. Keogh wasn't bad. Kusuke Ota is just the best thing that's ever happened since.
I have a good tweet in my drafts, waiting to go when he get his next assist.
What?
It's a little bit spicy though.
Okay, we'll leave it.
It might be no. It's too spicy for this.
We'll let it boil.
See, I'm not sure if I should post it because it's that spicy.
Okay, I like that spice. Yeah. And Kilkenny has been excellent. He's crossed for Fornaroli was really good. Now Fornaroli, Bruno Fornaroli.
He's got 8 goals this season.
Did you see the one he missed?
No, missed it. No.
Okay, you missed it.
I was eating my gnocchi.
Okay, fair enough. It was squared by maybe D'Agostino. It would have been D'Agostino.
Let's say D'Agostino.
Bruno's gone for a Rabona.
Yeah, why not?
And an open goal.
Oh, it's not the conditions for a Rabona though, so yeah.
Open goal, Rabona, he missed it. We draw. Bruno, I love you, but this was all your fault.
No, that's what we paid him the big bucks for, flair.
He could have just passed it in with his left foot.
That's boring though. You can get any NPL person to do that. Like that's why I pay $17 a game to watch Bruno play.
I would have preferred 3 points.
No, I'm just there for the vibes.
So it was frustrating. Now, Matt Simon's very annoying. He has playing very good though.
Yeah. Like this has been like his breakout season.
Yeah.
After his first breakout season 20 years ago, it feels like.
So usually he's a massive pain in the ass.
He was a pain in the ass. He's a good pain in the ass.
Now he's like a massive pain in the ass, but he's like a good footballer. I just didn't see.
Yeah, no, the way he uses his body and like he knows how to win a foul. Like we saw in the penalty, like he's 2 meters tall. Bodnar's a lot smaller than him. He jumps. He gets the head, but he feels the contact and he goes down like a deck of
there
cards.
was contact. Like they did head. He did.
But
Like,
he did make a meal of it.
Yeah, he did. Urena,
which is just funny because he's that big and he just falls down that easily. But no, if I was 2 meters tall and played for Central Coast, I'd do the same thing.
Now, the thing is, his strike partner, Urena, is pretty much just a Costa Rican Matt Simon.
He loves a goal against glory.
He does. He's another player just vibes off shithousery.
Yeah.
He fights.
No, because
a
he's
dog.
Serbian, yeah.
He's Costa Rican, isn't he?
No, he's Serbian. Urena, Serbian, guarantee it.
Born in Costa Rica.
Okay, what? Why did I think it was Serbian?
He looks Serbian.
Marco Urena. Yeah, okay.
Maybe they've got another import. What's his name?
No, I'm definitely thinking of Urena.
Okay.
I definitely thought he was
They've got
Serbian.
Janota.
Nah, I'm definitely
He's
thinking...
from Poland. Okay.
Oh, that's... it's
almost.
still very different.
It's very different.
Yeah, I don't want to get too Yugoslavia on you guys.
So Urena is just a Costa Rican Matt Simon, in my opinion. He's a very good player, but annoying to watch your team play against.
Which I love those players, bastards.
But long story short, the Mariners have a lot going for them, and luck is on their side.
Yeah,
But they're playing good.
they'll make...
them that.
Yeah, they'll probably win it. Because everyone wants them to win, and it's just a feel-good story in the
true.
dire times of 2020, 2021, where everything is shit.
You're right, Joe. But I do enjoy watching the Glory play because Garcia knows how to play possession football. And Kenny Lowe, we thought he did, but we played terrible under Kenny Lowe majority of the time. So I'm quite happy with the Glory moment, even though results haven't gone our way recently.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I was eating gnocchi this game, so I missed it.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I agree, Trent.
So Reddy had a go at Nick Sullivan.
Oh, I heard about this.
Reddy was not in the right.
Ooh, he was in the wrong.
I'm putting it out there.
Like, give me the context. I missed this.
Okay, so what happened was we were in
say Glory.
Were defending, quite hard up the field. Mariners had a quick counter attack. It's on the right side, the Mariners' right side, and Sullivan's playing right back for us. So Sullivan's on the opposite side of the field.
Yeah.
The ball gets crossed in, and Reddy thinks it's Sullivan's man who's gone and connected with the cross. But really, Sullivan was watching for the winger who never got the ball, and Reddy's just completely, shut the bed and gone off at Nick Sullivan. I think undeserved, and I feel bad.
Do you think Reddy apologised?
I don't know. I don't know. I'd love to say he did. Didn't look good in the moment though.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, what was the game previous to this, Trent?
Let's move backwards in time.
It's a Saturday.
Saturday, Adelaide, Melbourne Victory.
Victory, you're just shit. I'm sorry.
I
have a new favourite player in the A League. What's his first name? Yengi for Adelaide.
Yengi,
I
don't know.
I love that celebration.
Yeah, what's his first name?
Inject it to my veins.
Kusuni
Yengi. He's my player of the week.
He's a big boy. Why did I search his name? And A-League calls for end to racial abuse.
Oh no, because during the game, all the Victory fans went on his Instagram account and were posting like gorilla emojis, which is like, you're a fucking idiot if you do that.
Oh my goodness, I didn't miss this completely. That's terrible.
That's because you don't have Twitter.
That's pathetic. That's Victory fans. Like how bad can you get?
Yeah, we get it. Oh, you're 12th and you hate life at the moment.
So let's be racist.
But don't be, yeah.
The Glory fans were never racist when we were at the bottom. We were just annoying fans,
Yeah, but to be fair, this is different. Like, okay, I didn't do anything like that bad.
Yeah.
But I once I think I'd post. Yeah, I commented on James Troisi's post once, but I think when we played Victory, and I was post like, "You're bold" or something like that.
That's funny.
That's
not
funny.
Racist. It's not racist.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's a.
We tread the line very, very on this podcast, but not racist. That's funny.
No, big ups Yengi, my boy. He's sick.
Yeah,
I hope he scores again against Victory and does the exact same
celebration.
Because like so many sad Victory fans, like, oh, if we had more people in the stadium, he wouldn't do that. Like, bro, yes, he would.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's your fault. You can't sell out or you can't get people to a crowd because you lost. Like, bro, come on.
Yengi's been showing signs all year that he's actually been like, a very, very decent player.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy for him. Mork played very well this game.
Mork, yeah, he's 4 goals this season or 5. He's done well
since he's signed the journal.
Yeah, after Kilkenny, he's been a changed man. But no, to be fair, with Victory, first half an hour they did play promising.
Yeah,
Bremer with an amazing free kick.
It was incredible.
Like 30 yards out off the crossbar.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Robbie Cruz did have a good 45 minutes as well. Very direct, had a few runs, had a good shot.
Okay.
Just a little bit left to the goal. But no, you guys had promise.
So there was promise there.
Yeah, for 30 minutes odd.
So obviously they lost the last game 6-0. I would have think this is the game after. Yeah.
Yeah.
So couldn't get any worse, I believe, from the Melbourne City game.
They've lost. Well, in 2 games, they've conceded 9 goals, scored 1, both in derbies.
True.
So yeah, if I was a Victory fan, which thank God I'm not, sad days.
Now, I think this reminds me a lot of the Glory when they were struggling under Kenny Lowe.
So you like referring a lot of things back to the glory, Trent?
This is the problem, Joe.
No.
No, my point was, I think Victory, on top of everything, they're unfit, which is a very big issue.
Yeah.
And it's like an unspoken issue.
Yeah, and all their centre backs are injured now.
Yeah. So I feel like Brebner hasn't, like, obviously being a brand new, or being, first time being a head
Is it
coach.
the pre-season then?
Yeah, but he's in charge of sort of monitoring everything. So I don't think he was on top of fitness. And I think a part of them being quite poor, if you're unfit, it's very hard to be good.
But even during the week, you would have seen. I'm not sure if you would have seen because you don't use Twitter. But a few Victory fans, some of the Ultras or the Terrace or whatever they call the Victory fans, they rocked up to training with some flares at a big sign.
They did the sign
saying, a line has been crossed.
Has been crossed.
Surely you're more creative than that. Like a line has been crossed. Like you need something more like
Bold.
edgier than that, or something.
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
Yeah, but now like every other team has been taking the piss out of it, saying like a line has been crossed every time the ball crosses the line when they score.
Our episode is going to be called "A Line Has Been Crossed."
Yeah, because I love that. I just love shit housing on Victory fans. But yeah, tough times never last, Trent.
That's true.
Yeah,
Only better times.
tough time never lasts, or whatever the next bit is. I forgot, but
Is that a song or?
it's a TikTok.
Oh,
Yeah, you would have seen it.
I don't really frequent TikTok.
Yeah, neither do I. Okay. But yeah, it's one of those good TikToks that make it to Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're one of those. Okay.
Yeah.
We move backwards, Joe.
Yeah, we'll move backwards in time.
Sydney FC and Newcastle Jets.
I'll summarise this in 5 words.
Tell me.
Ninkovic is good.
Redmayne shit.
Yeah, Redmayne shit, yeah. No, Redmayne, yeah. He's turning into Red Meme. I saw on Twitter.
Perso, the young boy, it was a good finish.
Oh, no, it's not Perso, it's Persho. There's like, Persho.
Okay,
yeah.
Persho.
There's a sh in it.
Okay.
According to Brenton Speed, whoever. No, he's a young Croatian Aussie. Good on him. He looks good, but yeah, Redmayne he's having he needs to get his head right.
Yeah.
Because he's had a bad month. I think he needs to go in a day spa or one of those salt baths.
Salt baths.
Yeah.
Epsom salts, maybe.
Epsom salts, yeah, do some flotation, meditation, whatever.
Like the episode of The Simpsons where Homer goes in that relaxation meditation.
Yeah, the tank or whatever.
The bed, yeah.
I actually want to do that. But it's expensive, yeah. It's like $200 a hit or something.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Now, Joe, I was happy to see my mate AP Apostolos Stematolopoulos. Yeah, I think he played quite well for Newcastle.
Is he at Newcastle now?
He
Oh, good
started
on
up
him.
front with O'Donnell.
Oh, that's who that was. Yeah, right.
Apostolos
Stamatolopoulos. Yeah, he was at Adelaide.
and he was also at Western United at one point.
Yeah, no, good on him getting out there.
So I hope he finds his feet and she plays quite a lot for Newcastle.
Just played decent first 45.
Yeah.
They got their goal off the run of play. And I feel like Sydney were always going to score like a goal at minimum.
Yeah.
Like once Ninkovic came on, like he was going to get stuff going through him.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, Wilkinson with his first goal in like 11 years.
A bit of a bouncer.
Yep, I feel like, who was on the line for, I think Yule was on the line for Newcastle.
Joe, would you say a line has been crossed?
The line was crossed.
Yeah, Yule was
But
on
no,
the line.
I feel like maybe he's like when he went to jump up, when Duncan jumped in front of him, that could have obstructed his view.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you want to, like...
It was an awkward goal.
Yeah, it was a very awkward goal.
Very, very awkward.
No, congratulations to Alex Wilkinson. He didn't celebrate much, which I thought...
He didn't. He gave a bit of a shrug.
Yeah, like he was more surprised than anything, but yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit odd. So Sydney with a win. Now let's just look at the table quickly. So Sydney are 5th.
Yeah.
One game off the top.
Yeah, jeez. All right. What's our next game in the past?
So we're going moving backwards.
We'll go to the Friday game and then.
So we're going. Melbourne City Macarthur, was that Friday?
That
That was my Friday.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Let's talk about that game.
Melbourne City Macarthur 3-0. So
I watched these highlights on the bus because I was meeting up with some mates at the Rosemount Hotel.
yes.
And I got on the right bus.
Yep.
But on the wrong direction.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. So I got on the 960, and it was going towards Curtin Uni, not towards the other way.
When did you figure this out?
Like 3 stops in, because I was down watching on the phone. I wasn't looking outside to see where I was. Then I looked up and I said, "This doesn't look like Fitzgerald Street." Why am I in like Manning or whatever? But nah.
Now at the Rosemount, did you get a
James Squire ginger beer? Yes, I did.
Did you get a chicken burger?
I did get a chicken burger.
Oh, you got the spicy one.
Was it? It was
The coconut or the?
I got the chicken burger.
I think there's one.
It was all right.
It was alright. It was soft.
Like
soft
there was
bread,
sriracha in it.
Sriracha,
Yeah,
that's the one.
I don't like this fad of just let's make something hot, but I can still taste shit.
Yeah, it had a bit of that. It was just too much sriracha.
Like if you want something to taste like it's hot, make it taste nice still. Like I'm sure there's some like hot sauces which taste nice.
I like some sweetness with my hot, and the chicken burger at Rosemount, too much hotness.
Or too much sriracha taste, but yeah.
Yeah, it was that bitter
That's
chili.
that's a podcast for another day.
That really is. Joe.
But Jamie McLaren, Fox in the Box.
He was great. I was watching this at the Ritz as well.
Yeah, he is clinical.
He is. I'm pretty sure, essentially, my take on Melbourne City after this one, they'd beaten Melbourne Victory 6-0. They were absolutely high as a kite, and that momentum just flowed into that first half of the game. So
I feel like Jamie McLaren, he's like a tiger at the moment. He just sees something going, goes and scores.
Yeah. And I think MacArthur was probably a little bit poor.
Like, you know that video on YouTube when there's like a guy riding his bike in India and there's very long grass and like a tiger jumps out of like nowhere. There's like no rustles in the grass or anything. It jumps out and like tries to maul like the cyclist or whatever. Yep. That's Jamie McLaren.
Fox in the bushes.
A tiger in the grass.
Tiger in the grass.
In India. But yeah, like he's nowhere to be seen and then boom.
Yeah.
He's there.
He's very explosive.
Yep.
Which is what you want a striker to be.
He's dynamic. He can go into the channel, does this, does that. And clinical. He knows how to finish.
Oh, 100%.
Which is, congratulations, Jamie. Having a good season.
Yeah, for sure. I thought, on top of Melbourne City being good in that first half, MacArthur were pretty rubbish. I think defensively they've got issues.
Can I say, Andrew Naboot, saucy.
Oh, he has been playing well
He's
recently.
a new man.
The Victory
that
game,
assist, or the assist to the assist, when he like rolled it back and then like did a reverse ball.
So good.
Saucy.
Since he's come back from his hammy, he's been really, really, really good.
Yeah, I reckon he's changed something in his life. Like he's changed his diet or he's trying yoga or something.
Been to the natural path.
Maybe. Possibly. He's doing something new. Like he's like going for a walk every day in the morning, or
we should tweet it.
He's like cut out eggs from his diet or something obscure like that.
What does he change in his schedule?
Maybe he gets up like half an hour earlier. Maybe he goes. Oh no, he wouldn't go to the beach. Maybe he's like, he has like all those like scented candles or those stones with all like the chakra and
incense. The energy.
Maybe like he charges his stones or whatever.
It's true.
Possibly.
There's merit to that.
Is there actually merit to that? Because I thought it was just all that like my Himalayan salt lamp or
I think it's all bullshit.
Yeah, 100%.
Now Kolakovsky, he didn't score. No, he
scored in the 6-0.
He scored in the 6-0. That's right. And then was it? Who am I thinking? I'm thinking about the 6-0 game. Who scored the double? Was it Metcalf?
McLaren scored 2 in this game. And was it Berenguer, the Frenchman?
No, Metcalf scored 2 goals in the 6-0.
Yeah,
that's right. So Melbourne City, that was them carrying on their momentum. And where does that put Melbourne City now? Let's look at the table.
They're second, third. No, they got fourth. Good on them.
2 games off, so they played 10, not 12.
Now I think on that note, Trent, do you want to get up our Patreons?
Yep.
Whilst I get up some Twitter Q&As.
Sounds like a great idea.
See, that's some good like timing. Okay, so first question from John, friend of the show. He says, "When will locations return to the show?"
We just need to record on a Sunday. We've been very busy.
Yeah, if we record on Sundays, we miss out on the Sunday games.
That's true.
If you want a reasonable time. But yeah, we're both busy men. So
I've had 3 weddings and 3 weekends, so it's been hard to record on weekends.
I just work all the time, so. James Renton says, thoughts on Big Daz Luckman, easily been one of our best centre-backs this season and was almost about to clap Matt Simon.
So he started average because he was very unfit.
Yeah, he was like, he's looked very slow, but
he's been so good.
He knows how to pass the ball. He's big. He's built. He's a square.
He's brick shit house, Joe.
Yeah.
Great in possession.
From Dan Chenzo, who does Matt Simon bribe to stay on the park every week? Referee, or does it run deeper than that? Or referees, or does it run deeper than that? I think he's just a lucky man.
I think his energy, that Matt Simon energy, keeps him on the park.
Another Matt Simon question from Francis. So previous question was from Dan Chenzo and James Renton. Francis does say, who's the most annoying player in the league and why is it Matt Simon?
He just gives away these annoying vibes.
He's just a bastard's bastard. He's like
He's
one of those
like a
players.
big rat. He's not a little rat. He's a big rat.
I think he's a sea urchin. Alexander Jason, the photographer I was talking about before, he says, "Why do Adelaide civilians pronounce football so wrong?" I don't know what
Can you
that
give me
is.
context to this?
Yeah, I'll need to ask him for context around that. Chicken Treat Fan Club, fan of the show. He says, Kilkenny to be the Johnny Warren medalist.
You know what? Chicken Treat Fan Club, he's been playing excellently. I think there's merit to that.
I feel like in his position, though, he's not a lot of flair. He's a sensible player. I think those
But
players
he's getting assists.
I think those players get overlooked. If he adds step overs to his game and takes on a player, I think he wins it. But he's too sensible to win it, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but I feel like his sensibility is actually like affecting us in a positive way. So
Francis asked another question from France. He says, 2020 Central Coast, so last season, versus the current day Victory squad. Who's winning and why?
It's a 4-all thriller.
I think it's a 0-all, and no one can put the ball in the net.
Gestead will score a header. The Mariners last year. Oh, jeez. Oh, they had Jair. Oh, no, was that Newcastle?
I think he played for them as well, but yeah.
Jair's not scoring.
No.
One way or another.
So I think it's a draw. Next question from Jason. He says, who is sexier, McLaren or Fornaroli?
Fornaroli.
I think Fornaroli because he has like thinner hair and he has a Uruguayan accent.
Yeah, it's Uruguayan accent. The South American vibes just over the edge.
Awesome. And Rewa, RWA, he says, how does Brebner survive with Victory conceding 21 goals in 7 games? He's just a lucky man.
They survive because they have no one else and don't have the money to get a new coach.
Possibly. Have you got up our Patreons, Trent?
I have to.
Cool. So join our Patreon for as little as $2 USD a month. That's $3 a month. That's a coffee every month that you can give to us so we can keep the lights on. We can pay for good audio equipment.
That's right.
And you receive benefits as well, so it's a win-win-win.
Shout outs, Discord
to all
access.
around. Discord access, I'm always talking shit. Trent's there.
I'm there. You know, what else would you want?
You get secret podcasts every now and then when we remember to do them. And then mostly when we're pissed at a nightclub.
Yeah, usually that's the one.
But the best benefit, Trent, is you do get shout-outs.
You do. Shout outs to Michael Swallow, Adrian Benuza, Ben Miro, Neil Simmons, Dusty, Ryan Robinson, Milan Kasari, Oscar Brotherson, Andy Tin, John Morris, Harry Russell, Harry, Dennis Fernandez, Ben Robson, Natasha Williams, Andrea, Jacob Colangelo, Jordan Waters, David Clark, Fraser Marnham, Glenn Olivero. Thank you for supporting the show.
The best.
The best.
I think all those people, I think they're just good at life.
They are, Joe.
Yeah.
They've had a good.
They've had a good. Yeah, that can be our saying now. But Trent, it was a pleasure to join you on the podcast. As always, it was a spectacular round of A-League football. The best season ever, I think.
Every game, like this game this afternoon was crazy. I feel like there's so many high-scoring games. I love it.
I love it.
The entertainment
apart from VAR ruins a little bit, but swings and roundabouts.
For sure. And if you want to watch something interesting in football, watch the end of the Milan-Napoli game. The referee, I think he did his ACL. It was hilarious. There was no sound, but he was limping. It was just so funny.
Oh, poor
he kept
guy.
falling over.
Anyway, guys, thank you for listening. This has been episode 2 of the Sokkah Podcast. Hopefully, you can listen to our upcoming podcast soon.